The reason we opened a new store in Budapest is because the one that we had from the beginning, whilst it was absolutely wonderful and served us brilliantly for nearly 15 years, it didn't speak loudly enough about the brand and about the brand's story. It was much more to do with Margaret and me because we opened it before we had any products. In fact, the first 8 products is all we had in a very big space. So what we wanted was to go back to the source, literally, and metaphorically of the brand, which is the Racz bath, which is just the other side of the river here in Buda, and just replicate, or rather just take all the key features of the Racz and incorporate them in a new design, which would be relevant and modern today, but which still has a direct link to the past. And so the Racz being a bath was built by my family nearly 200 years ago here, and the Racz is also the place where Margaret first experienced the thermal baths and the thermal waters and first noticed the amazing effect of them on her skin, which is what started us down this amazing adventure. And here we are, a few years later. And so a lot of the features of the Racz we really wanted to encapsulate. Now, of course, the scale of the Racz is different. It's huge, it has 6 different pools, but we were able to take things like all of the ironmongery, which is in this place now, was inspired by, or literally directly in the case of this, copied from features of the Racz. The stone which lines the walls, the limestone, is to be found all over the Racz as well. The colours, especially the colour of these Hungarian tiles, is inspired by the oldest part of the Racz, which is from the 1550s, and which has this sort of matte flesh tone, which is what we replicated here. Obviously, this enormous feature table here has everything to do with the water and the importance of water. So in that sense, it links to the Racz because of the water in the Racz, but it's more of a link to water. The copper shelves, which we're in love with, are very important because copper is key to skincare. Copper is in all the water, in all the products that we use. All of the point-of-sale units incorporate, again, resin, which is flesh-toned, and we used resin because resin has an opalescent, clear kind of quality that reminds us of water again. And we even have some ancient taps that are reminiscent of the kinds of taps you'll find in a thermal bath, and we also have an ancient basin downstairs, exactly the same as a kind of basin you would have found at the Racz way back when. So lots of features from the Racz which link us to the story of it, but in a space which we think is obviously relevant and modern, and which, because of the treatment rooms, allows us to give much more rituals than we could. The other one only had 1 treatment room, and here we have 3. So we're really looking forward to being able to introduce visitors to the creative culture of the Budapest baths here, and also continue to treat locals as we have done in the past. We hope that all of you who are watching will come through the doors, come in, have a treatment, tell us about your treatment, sit with us in this fantastic lounge in the back, and enjoy all the treats we have in store for you. Thank you.